Survivor Series is 11 days away, and we have a lot of changes to some of the matches right now. First, let's go to the most obvious one. The Raw Tag Team Champions are now Cesaro and Sheamus, and they will face the Usos at Survivor Series in a champion versus champion match. The Raw Champion versus the SmackDown Champions. This happened because of the New Day interfering in the match between the remnants of the Shield, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. And this was Cesaro and Sheamus' last chance at the titles. New Day didn't really interfere per se. It was more of a distraction, where the Raw locker room came out just to, as they were claiming, Under Siege 2. But the match was still going on, technically, and Sheamus and Cesaro took advantage of that fact, became the new champions. Now, we don't know if they'll get the rematch before Survivor Series or not. But as far as we know right now, the Bar will face the Usos with not for the titles, but a champion versus champion match, which is still great nonetheless. As far as this goes now, I don't know, because I would have said the Usos if it was if Rollins and Ambrose were still in the match, but I gotta go Cesaro and Sheamus just based on they have the momentum of becoming the new champions, and they have a momentum of being the champions going into the Survivor Series, having this guaranteed match, and it's gonna be great. But I would not be surprised again if the Usos won. But I'm gonna go with the Bar for now. As far as the Women's Survivor Series team is concerned, Raw has one slot to fill for the women's side, but recently Asuka and Sasha Banks were added to the Raw team. The teams are pretty much still the same. Besides that, as far as that goes, however, I mean, there's still one person not on the Raw team, which I was surprised that Bayley wasn't selected for it, but it was just Sasha, not Sasha and Bayley. But we'll see what happens. I mean, there is those rumors of Paige returning, and she is still technically on the Raw brand, so that could be something that could happen. We don't know. But as far as right now, Raw needs one more member on that team, so we can't really comment on that. Speaking of teams, though, the Raw team filled up really good. As far as SmackDown's team, they had their first member as of a few hours ago. So the match is official right now. It is, for SmackDown, we have Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode, and I'm kind of surprised about this one. Not that he wouldn't be on a team, but with his little free agent status at the moment, I would be surprised at why he's on a team. But John Cena's on for SmackDown, and this is the first time we will have seen him since SummerSlam and a couple weeks on SmackDown before he left again. But he was on there for SummerSlam and then the few weeks after SummerSlam, but after that, Cena was pretty much gone. As he faces the new team of Raw made of Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and his son, Jason Jordan Angle. I mean, I don't know how Kurt is going to do this. I mean, it's a great team, but, obviously Jordan's going to be eliminated first. So let's, we have Raw down for a little bit. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, you have a great team for SmackDown, but I'm going to go with SmackDown, but I will not be surprised if Raw wins just because Angle, this is pretty much do or die for him. If he loses, he's not going to be the general manager anymore, as decreed by the recently returning Raw commissioner, Stephanie McMahon. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kurt and Raw won, but I'm going to go with SmackDown on this one, just based on just the teams. It's not that Raw doesn't have a bad team. It's just Jason Jordan, I don't know why he's in here. Sure, it could be looked at as parental and preferential treatment just by putting his son on the team, let alone as the final member of the team. But other than that, Raw is a solid team, but I just feel like Jason Jordan's going to be eliminated, and then it'll just be a catch-up game for Raw the remainder of the match. So I don't think Raw will win, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. And finally, the biggest change of them all. Brock Lesnar, Universal Champion, will face the WWE Champion, the new champion, AJ Styles. AJ won it last night in Manchester, and it was a great match. And I try to stay away from the spoilers. I say spoilers because usually when they're on the UK tour, it's taped in advance, and those spoilers do come out. So even though SmackDown is now live, when they go over to overseas, it is technically still taped. So the rumors of SmackDown never being taped again, it will happen on occasion, which does ruin some things if you look at it, but only if you look at it, which I tried to stay away from as good as possible, but that was the more obvious one that happened. But it was a great match nonetheless. And speaking of that, let me just check something real quick, just because. Okay, so Survivor Series is the 19th, and then Starrcade is the week after that, or on that same week. Yeah, it's on that same week. But nonetheless, regardless of what happens, AJ will face Nakamura at Starrcade, which I don't think is on the network right now. I think it's just a special for the people in the Carolinas. But nonetheless, this changes the match drastically, because this is a match that I don't think anyone would have thought we would have gotten if not for this brand warfare situation. And I don't remember these two ever crossing paths before, so this may be a first time ever. And it probably is. But I don't know how AJ is going to do it. I'm going to go with Brock, just based that it's Brock. But again, I would not be surprised if AJ wins, and AJ would be my pick, but I just don't know. I mean, because a lot of the things AJ does, I don't know how you're going to do that on Brock Lesnar. He'll probably find a way, but for now I'm going to go with Brock. And with that, Survivor Series is 11 days away, a little over a week. So if any more matches happen, maybe a pre-show match or two, we don't know, but we'll find out.